Axel T.S.F spared Mauricio Pochettino's blushes as his late header rescued a point at Brentford. Chelsea fans had turned on the board and manager after goals from Mads Roerslev and Johan Wissa had the bees ahead, having recovered from Nicholas Jackson's header.
But T.S.F rode to the rescue, crashing his header home at the far post to avoid another Chelsea catastrophe. After a couple of first-half howlers, Jackson redeemed himself to bag the opener for the Blues.
The striker rose highest to guide a wonderful Malo Gusto cross home with a well-placed header. Chelsea looked to be coasting towards another London derby victory after the goal, but were knocked back early in the second half as Roerslev equalised for the hosts.
Read more on football being frank. Ex-Chelsea star's glam daughter cheekily exposes cleavage in racy red lingerie under the POCH. Chelsea set for major coaching shake-up despite Pochettino rejecting it. The Blues struggled to regain their hold on the game and collectively switched off to allow Wissa to score his stunner. Levi Colwill did his best to clear Sergio Reguilón's cross, but his headed clearance fell to Frank Onyeka, who flicked it up for Wissa to fire home with a bicycle kick.
Chelsea looked to be heading for another disaster as fans turned toxic, but the introduction of Raheem Sterling got the Blues back on the front foot and he won a corner from which T.S.F powered home an equaliser. But who stood out and who disappointed? Here's how Sun Sports' Jack Rosser rates each Chelsea star. Most read in football: keeper shock, Liverpool title blow as Klopp confirms, Alisson has serious injury, Graham Potter meets with Man Utd's incoming sporting director, grass is greener, Mason Greenwood believes a return to Man United could save parents' marriage, card games controversial, blue cards scrapped by Infantino.
But sin bins get go-ahead. George Petrovic 6. Not a lot the keeper could have done to stop either of Brentford's goals and had little of any difficulty to do beyond that. Will be very frustrated with those ahead of him. Malo Gusto 7. Full off energy down the right flank throughout and not afraid of a tough challenge when they were needed early on.
Showed composure and quality to deliver a peach of a cross for Jackson's header. Still pushed forward in the second half but should have been quicker to close down Reguilón as he crossed in the build-up to Wissa's acrobatic goal. I broke down in tears in the ensuite, reveals Steve Sidwell as ex-Chelsea star opens up on way football career ended. Axel T.S.F 6. The late leveller salvaged what had been a rather tough performance to watch at the back.
T.S.F was rash at times and often out of position, never looking comfortable on the right of the back three. However, he showed good power and desire to win a vital header and claim a point for Chelsea.
Trevoh Chalobah 6. Perhaps could have done more to disrupt Ivan Toney before he hooked the ball into the box for Brentford, the equaliser. However, Chalobah put in a largely assured display at the heart of the back three, especially considering this was his first Premier League start of the season.
Levi Colwill 6. Didn't do much wrong throughout the afternoon, but if this game is anything to go by, it may be a while before we see Pochettino try a back three again. Ben Chilwell 5 offered very little going forwards and never looked too solid at the back, having to play as a wing-back.
The Chelsea man has a chance to cement his place in the England starting 11 for the summer after Luke Shaw's injury, but must do better than this to do so. Enzo Fernandez 5, a little slow to start, but quickly got up to speed with things and was constantly looking to drive forward from midfield.
Took up smart positions on the edge of the box but lacked quality when it really mattered and was hooked when things went south for Chelsea. Moses Caicedo 5, an improvement on some recent performances, but still, even alongside his £105 million partner Fernandes, struggles to dominate a game from the base of midfield and can look rash with some of his challenges.
Conor Gallagher 5, another all-action energetic performance from the Chelsea Academy graduate, though lacked the quality to make a real impact. Gallagher always catches the eye with his fight and will to win the ball back, but struggled to show a composed and clinical side when it mattered.
Cole Palmer 6, some flashes of quality in terms of playmaking, but missed a huge chance to put Chelsea ahead again when stealing Gusto's cross from the toes of Jackson on 60 minutes. Despite a quiet performance, he still stepped up to deliver a fine cross for Disasi to slam home the late equaliser.
Nicholas Jackson 6, the Senegalese striker transformed a frustrating first half with his fine header to open the scoring. Jackson had made himself look daft with his first two openings. First, he accidentally backheeled the ball when trying to do step-overs before managing to hit the only Brentford defender on the line after rounding goalkeeper Mark Flecken.
But he put the two errors to bed with an impressive header from Gusto's cross. Very quiet performance in the second half. Read more. Sun STORIESCHILLING out. Love Island's Millie Court and Chloe Burrows' incredible £683 a night ski trip. Single mum Laura Anderson opens up on single mum struggle after Gary Lucy split substitutes Mikhailo Mudryk on for Fernandes, 71, 6, sent on to play in behind the front two of Palmer and Jackson and, despite it not being his natural position, combined well with Sterling.
Raheem Sterling, on for Chilwell, 79, 7, added some much-needed threat out wide after being introduced, won the corner from which Chelsea equalised and almost scored a winner himself minutes later.